Hello there, beautiful people. It's the same day as me doing my little makeup tutorial, just a few hours later. Feels a bit lazy, to be fair, filming twice in one day, but we're just gonna bash it out. We're gonna make the makeup worth the day. I always think about that. Like when I do my makeup, I'm like, so money-wise, is this worth it? Which is stupid. It's makeup, and I still think it looks pretty fly. Have you got any on my teeth? No, ma'am. Okay, so this today, it's kind of a bit more of a chat. It's a Wednesday today. In my world, it is Wednesday the... It's Thursday. Oh, well, this kind of ruins my whole video. Hair right on my eye. Today's Thursday, but let's pretend it's a Wednesday. It's Thursday the 26th. Let's pretend it's the 25th. And normally on Instagram, I tend to partake in a little bit of Writer Crush Wednesday. And today I decided, in kind of response to SprinkleofGlitter, who is called Louise in real life, she recently did a like, what women, which? God damn. I am feeling miserably. This is the worst intro I've ever done. Louisa did a, like, name the women who inspire you. So I've kind of coupled that with Woman Crush Wednesday. Now, I've not actually let any of these women know that they are my inspiration or that I'm doing a video about them. So this could get a little bit cringy if they watch the video. So, hello ladies, I hope you don't mind, and you mean the world to me. I look up to you in every single way and you inspire me every day. That rhymed? We're just gonna carry on. Now, the first person, when we were at school, we were asked like who our biggest inspiration was, and my teacher's was Stephen Gerrard, and I said it was my next door neighbour from when I was little called Alison. Now the likelihood is Alison is never going to see this video because we moved away when I was about 3, but she really inspired me. When I was young, about 4 or 5 after we'd moved away, Alison got in a crazy motorbike accident, to the point where she suffered damage to her limbs, and she was in hospital for a long time. She had 2 little girls, and we used to go and visit her a lot. I remember one day we took her outside and made daisy chains while she was in a wheelchair. I mean, she really was in a bad way off the back of this motorbike accident. And then years later, after we'd kind of lost touch, we saw her in a McDonald's of all places, and you would never know that there was anything wrong. I mean, I think she'd lost a leg and had kind of paralysis down one side, but you would never know. Looking at a woman who is that amazing, I mean, how can you not be inspired? And to bring up 2 little girls who were lovely. Thank you so much. When I was little, you just taught me about inner strength and determination, and I mean, I have no idea what you went through whatsoever, but just from that tiny little glimpse into your life on that one day at McDonald's, and obviously when I knew you when I was a child, you really inspired me to never really give up on myself. And every time anything's come up at all, particularly through uni, I've kind of gone, but Alison though, but Alison. So I know we haven't seen each other. I think I was about 8 when we bumped into you in McDonald's, and I'm 22 now and I haven't seen you since. But yeah, I still think about you and I still think you're wonderful. This is the only one that I'm kind of worried I might get a bit emotional about because I just love her so much. Still in my life, still one of the most important people in my whole world is my Auntie Michelle. Again, we're not completely crazy close because there's a massive age gap. I call her my auntie because she was one of my mum's friends. She's not really an auntie. She's not related to me. I tried to pick people that weren't related to me. Basically, my mum was a late student, like a mature student at university, and she went when I was really small. My brother was like, I think my brother, I'm adding, my preschool, so I was there when I was like 2 or 3, was the university preschool, so she was there from pretty much me being tiny. And my Auntie Michelle was that age to go. So she was like 18, 19, and I've known her my entire life. So growing up, like, because my mum had our house with us in it, ours was like the pad, the place to be, like, for students. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I've literally known her my entire life, and she is just the most amazing person. Like, she's the nicest person as well. She cares about everybody, and she's the only person really, I mean, I'm not going to go into loads of detail about my past, but there's a lot of things that have kind of happened, and a lot of family that have kind of pushed me away. Not just family, but just like close friends of the family, like my Auntie Michelle is, that have all kind of turned their back on me, and still keeps in touch and likes things and comments and messages me and really cares about how I'm doing. Oh, and when I was younger, she took off around the world, which is something I really want to do now. If I had the money and I understood how to do it and do it as well as she did, I would definitely go. She went to Thailand and taught English. She went to Portugal and Russia, and she's kind of, in a way, walked her own path, which is what inspires me most. Like, now she's married. She recently got married. They now live in England, so I can see her. And yeah, I don't want to like bang on about her, but she's everything I wish I could be. And I really appreciate the way she accepts me for who I am, embraces, not necessarily, we've not had a conversation about it, but she clearly embraces all the issues that have been going on, ignores them and makes her own ideas about who I am, which I really appreciate. And that's why I'm getting a little bit choked up, because a lot of people haven't. So thank you very much, my lovely Auntie Michelle, for deciding who I am through your own eyes, kind of, and for just being a trailblazer to give me strength to do what I want to do, and know that there's still people there who love me lots. Which sounds, it sounds a bit cryptic, because obviously you guys don't really know, but yeah, my Auntie Michelle is an absolute God gift, and I love you so much. Off the back of my Auntie Michelle, which I've now calmed down over, I was getting such a frog. God, it's so cool as well, because like, I've just finished uni and we've already made plans to see each other over summer with my Auntie Michelle, so I cannot wait. We're going to like a Harry Potter live thing. Don't really know what to expect about it, but it's like, it's over a 4-day thing in Lancaster. If you're around Lancaster and you're at the castle, at the castle, and you can go to the castle, it's the end of August, it's 4 days. I'm not being sponsored, but I think they kind of take one film and turn it into like this play. I don't know, I'm really excited, but we're gonna go. Anyway, the next one is again to do with travel. Like, I'm inspired by her because mostly the travel aspect, but this is a lovely friend called Naomi, who is my own age. We're now at people my own age. She's called Naomi, and she had kind of a similar start in life to me, I think. I'm not going to tell you her ins and outs because I don't really know her myself, but in a lot of respects, I think our family life kind of mirrored each other, and while she took her own path and was very independent with it, I wasn't, so it kind of inspired me to be a bit more like her. It gave me strength to see somebody else behaving the way I wish I could. Anyway, that's where I'm getting at. So in her independence, she's gone to uni, she's doing exactly what she wants, she's lived abroad teaching English again. I don't know what it is. I need to do it. I'm just absolutely scared. I really wanted to be an au pair for a while, but you need to actually have qualifications to be an au pair in kind of like child teaching. I'm sorry, I'm playing with my bra. Apparently you need like teaching stuff, and I don't have that. I really just want to spend a summer with kids. I don't know. Anyway, but she's one of those trailblazing people who do their own thing, and that really inspires me. She's been to so many parts of the world, even just for like 4 days, and she's just, I don't know, I just think the world of her. She's literally just got back off holiday from Portugal, where she went on her own, met loads of people, and yeah, did her exactly what she wanted to do. And I've never been on holiday on my own. I really want to go. I want to go to Berlin because I went with school once, and I'd love to do that. I really would, and I just don't have that. I don't have that strength. I don't have that kind of. I think I'd sit the whole time in the hotel like. And even the airport on my own would not be fun. So hats off to you, Naomi. Naomi's like just doing it, and I'm like, come on, girl. And I just want to do it with her. So that's Naomi. My fourth one has to be, and it's not like they're ranked in this order, it's just they flow better. So the fourth one is going to be my lovely friend Tash Walker, because I've got a couple of Tash friends. Tash Walker. So I know she watches this video, and I know she's got no idea, and she's actually texting me right now, so if you can hear it go off, this is her. She is so into my YouTube channel, it is ridiculous. I'm gonna have her on soon so you can meet her, but she I saw her yesterday, and she was like, I've got so many views on this. In fact, she's the reason why I did the last video, but that's not the reason I'm inspired by her at all. I am inspired by Tash Walker for a lot of reasons, and I think one of the main ones is her sense of family. Her family are everything, man. I mean, she's got quite a big family, and it warms my heart when I go around, and she's just, that is like her core. Her very core and very purpose is to be part of her family, and she's very proud, and I think she's a quarter or a half, I'm not sure, Italian, and it just flows out of it, and she's just the loveliest person. She's got like a bajillion friends, and it's no wonder why. She's just the nicest person, and she's really carefree to a point, because we've just come from uni, so how carefree can you be when you're doing a degree? But that kind of free spirit, I appreciate having somebody like that in my life, because I am really bogged down with anxiety all the time, and she just kind of gives me like a bubble. I don't know how to describe it. Every time I'm with her, I feel like I'm in this bubble where I don't have to be anxious anymore, and I don't have to kind of watch myself. She just takes it all away, and as part of that, she's had a really rough year. And this again I'm gonna get emotional about, because she was amazing before insofar as she was really empathetic, but now she's been through such a really tough year, and not only was she come through it, she didn't come through it like slugging through mud. She came through it, and I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she got through it all, because it was a really dark time, and she did it with a smile on her face, makeup on her face, and yeah, it's a facade, and yeah, she lent on people, but oh my god, like, we've had this conversation before where we've been through that much through going to uni, outside of uni, that no matter what actual grade it is, like whether it's a first, 2-1, 2-2 or third, it doesn't matter, because the fact that I got a degree and she got a degree throughout it all is the achievement, and people not necessarily understand that, but she does, and I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of her every single day, especially like through exams, and she's a theatre student, so her performances and things, and she just kept her head right above water right to the end, and I just think the world of her. And we have, because of what happened, we now have something in common through this kind of big thing. It's brought us closer. So Tasha, I know you're watching, and I'm gonna cry. But yeah, I just think you are really inspirational of how you manage things, and I am blessed to have this kind of understanding between us, and thank you for just making me happier within myself when I'm with you. And the last one, before I completely fall apart, is my lovely friend Amy. Every time my camera dies, I'm like, shit, you've not mentioned that one. Doesn't, if I don't mention you, that doesn't mean you don't inspire me. It means that I only gave myself 5 little spots. I only really, and I feel so bad. So I'm gonna kind of duel it. I don't think I can do that. I have 2 friends called Amy, and the second I said the word Amy, which cut off in the last clip, I remember the other one and I was like, oh, Lauren. So I'm gonna kind of do both. So I have one friend called Amy, and I'll just describe, I'm not gonna say surnames. I know I kind of outed Tash Walker, but she's gonna be so proud of the YouTube fame. So I'm using this Amy, and she's got 2 lovely little boys, which she had quite young, and she's happy to kind of talk about that. But oh my god, the way those 2 boys are an absolute credit to her. They are the loveliest little lads. They're so handsome as well, kind of cheeky, but she's an absolute, oh, she's amazing. And I've known her pretty much, again, all my life, and she inspires me because we were kids and now she's not. If that makes any sense. The second she had her first little boy, she just grew up like that. She is an absolute credit. I don't know how to a credit to her mum. I know her mum as well, and hello if you're watching, but she just blows me away with everything that she can handle, and she's such a strong woman now. But when we were little, like, she was a strong girl, and she gives me this kind of, you can do this because look what I'm doing. She just, every single day, she's mum, and she's such a good mum. Like, she blows me away. She just juggles everything so effortlessly that then boys don't really know what she's juggling, and it inspires me to maybe be that kind of mum later on in life. So yes, hello Amy, thank you. Kept that down to 2 minutes so I can fit my other Amy in. We aren't as close as we used to be, but ah man, she's the only person who's really truly understood my anxiety, because she kind of is the same. And every time I've said like, oh, I feel like this and I don't really know what to do about it, she's like, well, I do this, or, and she just knew. And she was just this massive comfort blanket, particularly when me and my ex broke up. I was with him for a long time, and it looked like it was really serious, well, for me anyway. And when that ended, my anxiety got a lot worse and uni got a lot harder. So she was I kind of transferred all that kind of comfort I had in him to her, and she kind of fixed everything. And because I'm not very close with my family other than my dad, I don't really spend Christmas with them, and I spent Christmas with her last year and her family, and I felt so welcome and part of the family. And she's just a gift, really, such a gift of a friend. We're just not as close as we were, and it's a shame. And I recently found out, and I know I can say this because she's never going to see this, I recently found out she's going to be a mum soon, and honest to God, melts my heart a little bit. I could burst into tears right now, because after all we've been through, that's like the end goal. It really is. And she's been in this relationship for like, oh my god, she was like 14 and we're 22 now, and she's so happy. And yeah, it's just, I send a lot of love that way, because if we both want kids, and we both want kids like immediately. So I'm glad one of us has done it, and I'm glad that she's so happy, because she moves me in the way that she's so empathetic, and she was just this massive comfort blanket for me. She was everything I needed her to be, and I felt like I was being that back in a way. It was a really kind of loving friendship where we didn't necessarily spend a lot of time together because we didn't live very close to each other, but it was just like, no matter what hit us, which, I mean, when you have anxiety and depression and that kind of stuff, can just come out of nowhere and just knock you for 6. Whenever that happened, it was just kind of, I need Amy. and that was the only thing I could really rely on. She was so reliable no matter what time it was, and I mean it went both ways, but she was a real gift through a really hard time, and I love you very much. I love you all very much, and all the people that I haven't mentioned that need a quick mention, a very quick mention, are all the people who have been mums to me growing up. I don't want to do my own mum do too much of a discredit because it doesn't seem fair, but growing up I've had a lot of mums, and I love you all. Honest to God, you have really shown me what kind of mum I want to be growing up. More so than anybody else, and I adore you. I appreciate you. Even if it was only for a few years, you just mean the world to me. Honestly, I can't thank you enough for stepping in when I've needed you. For all the friends that have come and gone, and are still here now, who haven't had a mention, I'm not going to apologise because I only had 5, but I love you and I appreciate every single one of you every single day. I am so lucky to be surrounded by such strong, confident and independent women who, particularly through uni, I've met, who are really on the ball with the media, because I did a media studies degree, who are really on the ball with how the world treats us and that we're not going to put up with it, that we're not willing to not strive our own path. We want our own path, basically. We want the right to walk forward hand in hand and just be women, as equals, and as individuals that aren't defined by blonde hair, pink eyes, pink lips. Do you know what I mean? I am surrounded by such wonderful, wonderful people who continually make me want to be a better person, and you can't ask more than that. So whether I speak to you every day, I don't really speak to you at all, you're on the other side of the planet, hello Casey and hello Sarah, you all mean everything to me, all of you, and I'd be lost without you, all of my beautiful women. And I don't even want to call you beautiful because you're not defined by your beauty. You're remarkable, you're stupendous, and you are everything to me. So thank you very much, and thank you in your little lens, my little lens behind there. Thank you so much for watching, and tell me who inspires you, and tell me why you're inspired by yourself, because I inspire myself every day. The fact that I'm sat here right now inspires me. I'm pretty damn fly. And if you can't say it to the face, say it through a screen. That's a really bad motto for life. Say it to people's faces. Oh, I feel like I should ring them. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. Follow my Twitter, my Instagram, which are both lolpots with 1 T, and follow my Snapchat, which is 2 T's, LOLPOTT, because some bugger stole it. Here's a little picture of my Snapchat. Thank you so dang much. I have loved talking to you. Let's do some more of this, some more like relaxed ones that hopefully don't go on too long. But anywho, love you lots. Oh, it's been a long day. I love you lots, and yeah, just keep being amazing. Toodaloo!